All right, let's start with number 14 on page 127. 3 over 16 equals x over 12. All right, in cross products, that you do exactly what it says. You cross, multiply. You can circle it if that works better for you, or you can just draw a cross. Either way, as long as you're multiplying diagonally, you're good to go. So 3 times 12 is 36. Put your equal sign. And 16 times x is 16x. All right? And then you solve for x. Divide by 16 to isolate your x and make it go by itself. And divide by 16. And x equals 2 and 4 over 16, which then reduces to 2 and 1/4. Or, if you have it in a decimal form, 2 and 25 hundredths. Okay? Any questions on number 14? Everybody get it right? All right. Good. All right, number 16, x over 120 equals 1 over 24. Once again, we're on page 127. Okay, so on this one, I'm just going to draw a cross and make sure that you're multiplying what's on both ends of your line, and you'll be good to go. That means diagonally, and that's also the definition of cross multiplication. So 24 times x is 24x, and 1 times 120 is what? 120, okay? So once again, you're solving for x, which means you're isolating x. You're getting it by itself. So on this side, you would divide by 24. On the right side, you would divide by 24. So x equals 120 divided by 24. And that's 5. All right. Any questions on number 16? Any questions on number 16? All right, good. Let's move on. Let's move to number 18, and then we're going to do a couple more. I want to get down to the ones that use an expression instead of just one number. Has a variable in it as well. All right, so number 18, 3 over v equals 8 over 13. Once again, draw your cross and then multiply what's on the ends of your line. So 8 times v is 8v, and 3 times 13 is 39. Okay? Isolate your variables, solve for v by dividing by 8 on both sides, and that makes this go all the way away. And you're left with v equals 4 and 875 thousandths. How many of you got that one right? Good job. All right, any more questions? Any questions on that one, number 18? All right, I'm going to write the answers to number 20, 22, and 24 on here so that you have them, and then we're going to go ahead and skip down to 26 once you get a chance to correct your answers or check your answers. Oh no, that's not right. Shoot. All right, 20 is 80, 22 is negative 10 and 8/10, and then 24 is negative 16 and 5/10. So check those three. Any questions on 20, 22, or 24? All right, so let's go ahead and move to 26 so that we can work a couple of these so that you'll have them at home. Anybody still need to see it? How many of you got all three of those right? What? All right, good job. All right, number 26. A minus 2 over 9 equals 2 over 3. All right, so this one has a variable in it along with a number, so it has a small expression on one of the ratios. but you do the same exact thing, cross multiply. So 2 times 9 is 18 equals 3 times a minus 2, which is written this way. Okay? Once you have it written, then you distribute the 3 to everything inside of your parentheses. So then you have 18 equals 3 times a is 3a, and then 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. All right? Still solving for a. The first thing you do is get rid of that tail, which is the minus 6. So you add 6 to both sides. It makes it go away on the right side, and you're left with 24 on the left side equals 3a. Okay? And then you solve for a. Divide by 3, divide by 3. These cancel. A would equal 8. How many of you got that one right? Little less. Okay. Close is good. Kinda. All right. So number 26 is 8 equals a, or a equals 8. I'm going to skip 28 for the sake of this video, and I'm going to move to number 32. And that one has expressions on both ratios. So let me write it on here. Number 32. Q plus 2 over 5 equals 2q minus 11 over 7. Okay? So same thing, you're cross multiplying. So the 7 will be multiplied by the q plus 2, and the 5 will be multiplied by 2q minus 11. So let's start with the 7 and the q plus 2. Which is written that way. And then you write 5 times 2q minus 11. And distribute out your 7. 7 times q is 7q. And 7 times positive 2 is positive 14. Bring down your equal sign. 5 times 2q is 10q. And then 5 times negative 11 is negative 55. All right, now you have your entire equation written out, and then you solve. Move your smaller of the variables so that your variable stays positive. Okay, so in this case, we would move the 7q over to the right side by subtracting it to make it 0 on the left side, and then subtract it from your 10q to combine it. So 10q minus 7q is 3q. Now your variable is located on the right side along with your minus 55. So we need to get rid of that minus 55, and we need to move it to the left side by making it 0 on the right side and then bringing it to the left side. So 55 plus 14 is 69 equals 3q. So then solve for q. Divided by 3, divided by 3. These cancel, and you're left with q equals 23. How we do on that one? Anybody get it? Good job. All right, good.